Right, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2 version 137, and we have now got hopefully ProMODS 2.46 working right. Hopefully it won't crash again, as I'm having one or two little issues. Again, that's why I've had to start and restart the streams, so hopefully it's sorted itself out. Now we've just brought this in. Why not get that off? We're heading back to London. Once I can get that off my screen. Don't want to see that. I don't want to be pressing F4. That's better. 32 hours journey, so it's F3 that gets rid of that. Right, that's all I need to know. So we're mucked up and away we go. Still in the old Fiat Scania.
Please turn right.
Rocking today's play with my F1 wheel due to me universal being broke. So everything's got to be played on the F1 wheel until Fanatec can repair me up, which is going to be repaired on the 26th, which is in a few days' time. Right, we've thrown a lot of mods away. Again, they did say they're compatible with 137, but of course if it's causing conflictions, then they gotta go. I can't be doing that. And mainly it was some sound files. Where's he going in this ambulance? Got to battle my way through traffic. Not good. Now I've put a few things on. If you've never seen the previous stream, it's probably because I deleted it. I had to. It's pointless having half a stream on where it keeps crashing.
Please use the right lane.
We've got the brutal weather on. I've got things that will put random
Please turn right.
bits of texture into the map. What else we got? We got really bright reverse lights, which is a bonus, because in this game when it gets dark you cannot see nothing. So for me to be able to see how to park the trucks is something you do need. What else is there? The ones that give us detours, there's a mod for that. Again, I've set it up, you know, to give us a detour, but I actually see it kicked in yet. Now I have to get rid of more one
Please drive
mod
straight ahead.
that did better graphics according to it. 6 gig in size when it was unpacked, the file, but that was definitely conflicting. It was saying I'd got textures not loaded or whatever else, so I'm assuming that's where it was going to be. I've got rid of that. I've got rid of about, I don't know, 6 or 7 things in my mod folder in the last couple of hours since downloading ProMODS. Now it's nice to have ProMODS back on though, to be fair. I don't think I'm actually in a ProMOD part of the game at the moment, but we're heading to London now. London looked nice the last time I was using ProMODs, so I'm assuming it'll be the same kind of thing. It might have had some more updates, who knows. As the last time I was using ProMODs, I was on my other computer,
then turn left.
using the Logitech, and as you can see, I'm sat in a rig now using Fanatec. So it's been a while. That's all I can say. Yeah. And back in that time, we had everything on, which again, that very nice gentleman called Wombat said like he's going to do a nice big combo. Now ProMODS is out, but he's just waiting on a few of the files to be updated. So, you know, give this fantastic guy a couple of days, and as always, he delivers with his absolutely fantastic combos. The guy must spend hours. I mean, I can spend a couple of minutes
Please drive straight
checking
ahead.
files out. Again, it's all right if you know what's what. That's strange. Two vehicles exactly the same. But some of the times I got a clue on what vehicles or parts and mods need to be took out. So thanks to a person like Wombat who takes the time out to help others out. I've got to go and take my hat off to him. So, and then hopefully have a good, really massive map to drive round and clock some miles up here in Euro trucks. Now today I was surprised having a look around the old modding community, and on a site that I've found which is quite good because it categorises the different versions from 135, 136, 137. There ain't a lot that's come out for 137 in Euro trucks. I'm surprised with that. It seems there's more stuff come out for 137 America this time round than Euro. Yeah.
Please turn right.
It was a bit thin on the ground, America. Again, I've got my American trucks running absolutely perfect. Again, we have got stuff like ProMODs for that, but I've got places I've never seen before, never been. I've also added that, what is it? That makeshift map, ATMX I think it's called, fictional map. Again, even if it's a proper destination, at least it's still to drive on, yeah. Anyway, let's go and pull into this petrol station and we'll go and fill up, because I don't think that much fuel is going to get me to London from where we am at the moment. So I'm assuming this is the junction, and I hope it's one of these where once you pull into to get diesel, it takes you 3 hours to pull out with the traffic building up. Normally does. Hopefully that will be the case.
Recalculate route.
Well, that's a first. I've
Please
never seen
turn
them
left.
leave a gap for the petrol station, right? That ain't a bad thing. Right then, let's fill it up. Now, touch wood, it's working well at the moment, and I hope it stays that way and gets me to London. Right, the lights come on my PC, so that's my indication that we're now full of fuel. Now hopefully that traffic ain't built up, or I
Turn
pull
right
out of that's
soon.
great. There's no traffic there. Normally, the last time I pulled into
Please
a garage
turn
similar to
right.
this, or it could have been the same one, it took me a good amount of time to pull out because the traffic had spawned that much that I couldn't even get out of the garage. So again, it's building up a bit now, so I want to get out before it all does, because they don't let you out. There's no such thing as, oh, we'll let you just ease out. No, none of that. I don't want to take
Please
that
turn
time.
left.
As it cuts across the corner. Even these seem to be doing pretty well today. I changed the traffic mod. I've got a few still in that they're saying I'm compatible with 137. I can't remember off the top of my head which one I'm using at the moment. Here's this, what I was on about, different textures. Now you hear me say about the cushion that I sit on, it vibrates. Well, I felt that then. So I do feel textures. What is he stopping for? Normal textures, but if there's a different texture on this road like that was, I felt that, yeah. So it was rumbling as I was driving across it, but it was doing the 4 little transducers I sit under, it was just doing the 2. Yeah, it was doing the left front and the left behind, yeah, to indicate that's not the left tyre, and the left rear tyre was going over that little patch. And that's the great thing about sitting on this cushion. Now I know there's another cushion out there on the market that basically does your back as well as your behind, yeah. Again, I've had some negative reports of it. No, where's he going? Just hit me out of the blue. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? And I was driving safe. Anyway, where was we after I nearly had the side of my truck took out by that white truck? Cushion, yeah. So basically there was reports that the software don't work, it's poorly made, and you know, I've heard nothing since about it. So, but I know the one I'm sitting on, it does what it says on the tin. It's a little bit expensive for what it is, but it has got its benefits. It's got its own sound card, software is fantastic. Excuse me. Quite easy to set up. Again, there ain't much things to read up. Again, most companies, they make all these things, but they don't put like a write up saying, like, you know, you move this slider, this is going to change this, or this is for, you know what I mean? That's sort of like, we have to sit here and do the guesswork now. That's starting to stutter. I'm hoping that this ain't going to crash again. I really hope it's not. And I've deleted more files that'll show me what's crashing, and I'm going to try and, if it does crash again. Now the only thing I've added is ProMODs, yeah?
Turn right soon.
Oh, and the Jazzy Cat packs, yeah? Now I don't know. Again, nobody tells you. It's trial and error.
Please turn right.
Which goes in stacking order do. Jazzy Cat pack vehicles go before ProMODs, or ProMODs go before. Yeah. I love playing guessing games, I mean. Not. I all say, I'll put the tyre in the stack. Well, like, you could put everything higher and give it higher priority. Right, I'm discovering loads of things here on my screen today. Again, I have started my account again. Oh, by the way, I've changed the sat nav woman and all. This one says please. Ever so polite, this sat nav woman.
Please turn left.
Oh, please turn left, yeah? Not a turn left. Be nice to get a black country on though. When Yoko on our kid, turn left. Alright, bush. That'll be funny. I don't want shouting at me. Now, I've also got a physics mod in. It's a new one. But in and out of the mod folder the last 10 minutes, I looked at it and I was going to delete it, and then I thought, you know what, it says compatible with 137, but it also says you turn off. Now my truck will bounce. I can't make it bounce now till I go over something uneven. This train track might make it bounce, and it might not. Not much. That bouncy, yeah. I don't like that bounciness in the truck. Again, I don't know which sliders can slow it down or make it go, you know, because when you go over
left soon
to get onto a ferry, that really boom 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 goes up and down like there's nobody's business.
Please turn left, then turn left.
I just hope we can get to London without the game crashing. Again, sometimes OBS though, now I don't use Streamlabs OBS. I couldn't even stream with that, even on a £2.5 grand PC. It just will not let me stream on this and that and that, and it don't matter what I do. I can put exactly the same settings, it just don't like. But I could never get it to work on the other PC. So I don't know how people get away using that. I think it could be down to me streaming 4K, yeah. Now, normal OBS, which I'm using, not a problem. Put the bandwidth in on my upload, set it to 4K. A little bit of graphics I got, which I a great deal, as you can see. Just a banner at the top and a banner at the bottom as I'm covering up the ultra wide where I've made the telly. So I've changed the aspect ratio. So it's, to me, I've got a bit more extra field of view rather than having a screen full of 4K. Again, I would have to fill them up, so we're the place of the 3 cameras and the banner that goes across the top. I've filled them black holes up, yeah. So
please drive straight
taking
ahead.
a lot of resources, but if I do that, the Streamlabs OBS, oh, that's it, forget it. But I would like that feature, what's supposed to be working in Streamlabs OBS.
Please drive straight
and that's
ahead.
where you can see your text from Twitch. Again, I wish I could build an app. So now I would have YouTube's chat overlaid on top of what I'm seeing now. I wished. Yeah. That way I could turn off this other screen totally and I wouldn't miss nobody's comments. I wouldn't mind having them in the corner as long as I could see them and they were being put out on the stream. But for love nor money, I can't get that to work. So if there's anybody else on YouTube that knows how to get text chat, yeah, on one screen, so basically instead of the game being priority, now I know you can do it in window mode, so run the game in window mode and run something else in higher priority. Now I've got apps.
Soon.
Is it Trackir? Trackir's the one. Now that'll go over the top of the game. Yeah, no problems at all. Yeah. Now if I could get that
left.
something like that, that would copy a URL, because that's all that is. Now I could have it show up on OBS, but I could see it on my screen. Yeah, still got to use the second screen. Yeah. And I'm sat here now with the second screen on. It's only me watching myself back. There's nobody watching this stream, and they say go live, so I'm live now and nobody's even bothering. So basically I'm running a second screen for nothing. Yeah, it's all money, it's all electric. Yeah. So if I could get it down to one monitor, or one, in my case, one telly, that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I used to do it with a little Android phone. Yeah, I don't use the Android, so you know. But again, people were saying I was missing their comments, so I go in. So if there is an app out there that does it, I would appreciate it if somebody would point me in that direction. Now I ain't too bothered about Twitch because I don't really stream that much on Twitch. I might occasionally go there if I fancy playing a few songs while I'm driving. If it's quiet on here and nobody's on YouTube, then I will go to Twitch, and you know, rather than just play the game without streaming, I also do it on Twitch with a bit of music. Again, the only reason I ain't too bothered about that because Twitch delete your content after so many days anyway. It's a bit different here on YouTube. These will stay on for
please use the left
quite
lane.
a few years. I mean, I've got other content on other pages where they two go in. A little crash there, and it's still on YouTube from one of my other channels. and it's always nice to think, well, I've got my med that X amount of years, yeah? Not like Twitch where, oh, damn, where's that post gone? Oh, they've deleted it. That's why I don't worry about Twitch. Yeah, I'd rather give priority to my YouTube channel. And another thing is, I can stream in 4K, yeah? Rather than streaming. I mean, I think Facebook is the worst. Now, I remember back in the day when you could upload a video and it would come out. If I upload it as 4K, Facebook would render it at 4K. Not anymore. Most they'll render their videos at is 1080p. Yeah. Well, what gets me with Facebook is, as soon as they think your post, or whatever you do, so if I've streamed the other day, so I have to knock this quality of 4K down to 1080p. It looks chronic. It looks, you know what I mean? It ain't worth really streaming, but there's a few people that do come over to YouTube. So rather than make them miss out, I'll do an hour on, no, it's because I would crash them. I'll do an hour on Facebook. But as soon as I've streamed, and if you get a few people comment or boom, this will get out to loads more people if you give us 10 quid. And all they want off you each Facebook is money, 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 money. I remember back in the day when we joined Facebook, it was a joy to be on. Now it's just a money. They just can't do enough for you to want your money. And another thing that gets me mad, and here on YouTube, if we, as I class myself as the majority, as a gamer, if I was to load up this game now and use the built-in radio and stream something like Truckers MP or Truck Sim radio, whichever, I'd get out for copyrights, yeah. Might even lose the audio. But people can stream, do live DJ sets, yeah. What's the difference, YouTube? Same on Facebook, yeah. I've seen DJs do full sets. They don't own the copyrights to them records, yeah. So I could sit here myself and do a disco online. I used to be a DJ many years ago. I did 17 years as a mobile entertainer, yeah. So why can they get away with playing music, and the second we play anything, the next thing I'll get an email saying, oh, this has been banned in X amount of countries for copyright? And I can put that disclaimer, I'm earning no money, I'm here to entertain people. A little bit of music when it's quiet, it's nothing, is it, eh? I mean, let's face it, with this coronavirus and how we all could be dead tomorrow, and the world's worried about a little bit of music, eh? Or certain people in it, yeah? Get a life, get a life, yeah? Let's worry about things that need worrying about and not shit like copyright laws, yeah? I'm here to entertain people. And you would be in a car, you'd have the radio on, you know. You'd probably get me singing down the internet. Yeah? Not that you'd really want to hear that, but you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it make the streams a little bit more entertaining? And then your people like YouTube, you got the money to pay the copyrights. Yeah? Stick an advertisement on mine, I don't care, as long as you don't copyright me. So I can have a bit of music on while it's quiet now. Who wants to sit here and just hear the roar of this Scania engine? Not me, I'd rather have the radio blasting. But again, if I've got to do that, you're lot dousing those streams. So, you know, go win, can you? And he's having that because he cut me up. And so many things in life that just ain't worth worrying over. Anyway, this is trying to crash a cup. fact, it's just tried to crash a couple of times. It's gone, and then it's like, oh. So I think it could be one of these Jazzy Cat packs, and if it's what
Please
I'm
use the
thinking,
right lane,
it will
then
be
take the right
the
exit.
AI traffic pack, as that caused me problems before.
Please take the right exit.
But what I'm going to do with this is, if I don't need it, then I'm going to remove everything and just have ProMODs, Paris Rebuild, my weather mod. I do like the trucks though, so I don't know, yeah, we'll see. We ain't got to London yet. And again, I like to turn off the top barrier. I do like to have a look at it occasionally. Like I've said in previous streams, if I'm going out, I need to know, like, oh, I've got X amount of time to deliver a job. But when I ain't got nothing to do, and of course, we've got to stop in and, well, only go out when we need to go out, and I've done all my stuff, so I don't need to shift. I just sit back, relax and chill until the world says, hey, I can go out and play again, as I call it. And in both my jobs, I don't think that's going to be just yet. So, I'm afraid YouTube, you have got me stuck with me streaming as much of my gameplay as possible. Whether you like it is up to you people. I shall still stream it regardless, because that's the way I am. Joking. I mean, like I said, there's a big nice list with a load of games. If there's something that you ain't seen, then don't be frightened to drop us a message if you want to do it privately, and you know, see a game streamed on the channel. There's just ain't enough hours in the day for me to stream my gameplay. I mean, there's nothing more relaxing than to sit and chill and play a game like this, or American. But then, playing these all day, you don't get to see no others, so. But as my regulars know, I stream either American or Euro on a daily basis. It's very rare that I don't stream one or the other in a day, probably sometimes two in a day, depending on how I feel. Like I would say at the moment, I've got nothing better to do. Right, the roads are going to be quiet now. It's annoying. I have no idea where I am. Bloody throat. Doing with a drink. Right, where am we? Again, I don't know my flags, so there's no idea of me trying to work out on them with some kind of border control. Is it Belgium? I think it could be. I don't really want to open the map up and have a look. And again, the map don't tell me anyway, so. That was probably now so checking your documents or something. Again, I'll turn off all notifications. I don't want to see them popping up on my screen. Hence why you don't see them. If you're wondering, will mine get to show notifications? I'll turn mine off. When you've played it for a year plus, you get sick of seeing them, yeah? So I'm glad that SCS software gives the option to turn them off. Now this is something that we have seen before. Just I have been down here due to the fact, well, I think I've been down here before. And I've been down here before, I mean, like, since I've restarted the map. It's another border control. So
Turn right soon.
Take the scenic route.
Please turn right.
I've got to take that one. There's only one for me to go on. Right, come on then. Why am I on the wrong side of the road? I'm going to get back in this lane because I feel... Don't know why that did that then. But it did.
Please drive straight ahead.
I wish they'd just stop pulling out on me. Sounds like a taxi horn. I've got to
Turn
get me
left
some
soon.
serious air horns. I want that Dukes of Hazzard, I think it was. Na 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 na.
Please turn left.
Somebody out there's going to make an horn like that. Again, it's being able to be compatible with this new F-Mod audio, I think it's called. Rumbling then on the old cushion.
Please
I don't
drive
know.
straight ahead.
I don't know what I've gone over then. Definitely something uneven. So again,
Please use the right lane.
that could be that textures. I think that might be one. And every time I see a little bit of different colour and variation, I think it could be one of these new textures.
Turn right soon.
At least I know the mod's working anyway. That's a good sign.
Please turn right.
Looks like we might be in for a bit of wet weather. Some clouds look a bit dark over the back. Again, it'll be dark soon any road in the game. Now this brutal weather does different cloud variations with the light boxes that it's going. Apparently he's tweaked this and done that and whatever. As I was going through a couple of the various versions that he posted on this forum. See, that's what happens when you take your eyes off the screen. I was just looking to see if there's any drop frames. Again, nothing like that to report, no. Everything's looking good on OBS. Me here.
Take the first exit at the roundabout.
Is that a round? Oh, it is a roundabout. It doesn't even look like a roundabout.
Please take the exit.
Doesn't even look like one. Now is this normal DLCs or is this ProMODs what I'm using now? It's hard to tell. Another thing I hope that's working is this RTX app for NVIDIA cards, which kills
Turn right soon.
background noise picked up by your microphone, which of course, as you can see, well, I don't think you can see, but I've got a big fan blasting behind me.
Please
It's
turn
still
right.
a little bit warm today as it was last night. So if this RTX app is working, it shouldn't be picking up the sound of the fan. I don't think it is, to be fair. It's quite good. I'm surprised how much it cut out. I mean, I could tap my keyboard. I'm tapping my keyboard down. I don't think you'll even pick that up through my mic now. Before you would have done. Let's get over back in this right lane. That sun's nice. Now another thing which I don't think OBS would pick up even if I did it, where we can change contrast, colour and everything with NVIDIA. I can pick it up with NVIDIA's own software. The only trouble is a core stream at 4K.
Please use the
I
right
can only do
lane.
1440.
Then take the right exit.
That's why I don't use it. I can record stream
Please
in
take
4K.
the right exit.
Now you would think if a program like YouTube allows 4K streaming, then a software company like NVIDIA would allow their software to stream at the maximum resolution of the sites. It's like Facebook, it only does
Please use the left lane.
680p instead of 720. Yeah? It ends up the quality being so poor, it's unbelievable. Again, Twitch, they only do 1920 by 1080, which ain't true, because I can do 4K streaming on there. It's as good quality as 4K as it is on YouTube. I mean, that's where YouTube have got you. What I see on here afterwards is just as good as, well, it might lose a little bit of quality on Facebook, but not much. Yeah, the detail is definitely here, because sometimes I've said before, it's a different crash. I'll watch these back on my own television, which is up on the wall. I'll lie in bed and I'll think, right, let's go and have a look what today's stream looked like. So, you know, whether it's lagging or any issues or stuttering or, you know,
Please drive straight
that's
ahead.
the worst thing you want to do as a streamer, is put poor quality out. Yeah, I mean, if I'd got a smaller monitor, then I'd put a smaller thing out. It's just having a 4K telly. I don't see the point in doing it in 1920 by 1080. I'm a stickler for detail. Always have been, always will be. Anyway, the night's coming. Now, if this is anything like the weather mod, which I think is the same version, and this is for Euro trucks, the night is going to get really, really dark. Yeah, to the point where I can hardly see, and if it goes foggy, well, like, anything can happen. So we've got to wait and see.
Please use the left lane, then turn left.
Again, there's more things that are lit up in Euro compared to American trucks. When it gets dark in America, especially how it is now, it's
Please
light in
turn
my
left.
bedroom, it's hard to concentrate on. your eyes to focus yet when you got light leaking in from different areas. Well, is that? I think that's good for me to go. I'll take that as a yes. This is where I want to get yourself sorted and get a VR headset. So in the day, it don't matter if it's bright, you know, a nice bright sunny day like it is today, I'll be able to see that screen as it is, no light leaking in, and feel like I'm sat in the cab, yeah?
Turn left soon.
And I still use the Trackir. Whether I put this on my other system,
Please turn left.
it will still be used because I've got all the games that use Trackir. Or I just might leave it on here because I'm being told that you can't do as many hours as we do with the VR headset on. So again, I ain't gonna argue with nobody or say, oh, you can, because I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. Like I said yesterday, I don't fancy throwing up on camera for having VR sickness. I don't know how many hours I played this for, about 6-7 hours, and I did start to feel a bit bleh. And this was just with this on, yeah. I think it's because your eyes and
Turn
you
left
know
soon.
the tanning. So if it's sort of like in your face, which I'm assuming that's what VR is going to be like, then
Please turn left.
there is a possibility of being sick. I hate how these just suddenly stop. And how is he going to stop? Man, these lights. See, you got full lights on and it still don't seem bright enough. Anyway. Another passport check. I don't trust you around here. Unless I'm crossing a border. Crossing somewhere. It's as good as that moon I've got in America. Say a NASA moon anyway, that's for sure. No ideas reading that. Right, let's get some green mean on. Don't say my green ain't working. Now 1 minute it's working and then the next minute it's out. So what's happening with my green? It should light up all green. Is it when that happened? No. Oh well, we'll have to sit this one out and drive without no green on. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And it looks like this time it ain't working anyway. Let's go and fill up. Regulars to the channel will know I hate running out of diesel, no matter where we are and no matter what game we play. Right, that's my green lights on the computer telling me I'm full up. Away we go again. Oh, I added that CB as well. That's a new little laddie feature again. There's 2 already in that pack, but that just seemed a gimmick, so I thought, you know what, for what it is, I'll download it just to try. It's stuff easy. It's like anything with modding, trial and error. Yep, my lights are on outside the camera. As I got all lights at the front and on the bars across the top. I've even got the initials, Black Country Blitz. Me doing 48 mile an hour, 43. Like I said though, when it gets dark, and it's what? 10 past 11 at night in the game, like. Now this is where I would like to have that VR experience, because I think you would feel in the game, where at the moment I feel them in the game because I can do you know, the normal 10 in my head and pitch and what's called the yawn, which is left and right, but you're way in the game, am you? You know what I mean? I'd like to experience that dark, you know, how black it is now, and just that tiny little bit of view with the road. And like I said the other day, I would have bought a VR headset if the Rift S had that facility to move the lenses in and out, not backwards and forwards, in and out, to cater for different pupils distance. And that's what turned me off. Gotta be truthful. As I seen a person one night, a lad from America, playing Euro trucks with the Rift S. Now again, I couldn't actually see what he was seeing because you don't do that with VR. But the way he looked, just like what he was streaming back, it looked superb, yeah. So, you know.
Turn right soon.
And he was kind enough to, you know, type to him, you know, that looks good. What VR headset you're using, as he hadn't stated.
Please
and he
turn
they
right.
ignore me, which, you know, a lot of YouTubers do. I know there's YouTubers out there that got loads of followers, but I know there's a lot out there that've got loads of followers, even if they don't reply there and then. There's a few that'll get back to you, but give this lad his due. He must have looked at his VR and seen his comments, and he just said, look, you know, it's a Rift S. So that night I went on the lookout
straight ahead.
and went looking. Oh, I'll stay in this lane. I went and looked into the Rift S. They find that information about the eyes on their actual website. They don't state that could be a problem after you've gone and spent nearly 400 quid. So, you know, beware, do your homework. That's the thing with some of these companies, you have to do your homework. They'll just buy it off face value, yeah, thinking, oh, that looks good, I'll go and buy that. I've been conned a few times with stuff like that. That sounded good then. Away that car. No, I must admit I were a lover of this change with this sound. I really were. You watch any of the previews, I was like, oh, you're messing up in this. But you know what? I have to say, the sound is now a lot better. A lot better. Depending on which way the traffic's coming. I mean, if it was to come down the right side of me, if there was another lane,
please drive
the way you hear that from the left and the right. Oh, again, you only hear it with headphones on. I can't say yet whether it'll happen when I change over and play this at some stage with my Sound Blaster Katana Soundbar, which I will be putting on there soon. And it'll be days like now it's quiet, there's nobody watching this, but I'm still talking. So for anybody that watches it at a later date, but I want to sort of rock the block with a bar. Need to get my Fanatec wheel sorted first, so that's my main priority. Get this wheel sent back, get me some new pins in.
Take the second exit at the roundabout.
And if
Please
all
take the exit.
really fails, I've always got me little Logitech G920 to fall back on. That's why. Oh, I thought that was a. Oh, my gum. Look at that, the bells. Ah, that's good. That's definitely got to be ProMODs. Church bells. Notre Dame, could be. This game just never ceases to amaze me. It really does. What goes on in it. It's absolutely awesome.
Please turn right.
There's always something going on. Now, if this is good now, what's something like this going to be like in 20 years time or 10 years time? 5 years for that? Right? And that wind, the faster you go, the louder that wind. Again, I have had to go actually look back on one of my videos which I made trying to explain these winds. That's changed again. Just so I forget which sounds do what. I know the first two to do with the truck, which the other ones. Just that wind don't need to be that loud, and I can't remember which one off the top of my head is that wind effect. Yeah. It's no good asking SCS software. They ignore me enough now, so enough said. I hope I don't get to London and end up crashing, as I'm thinking to myself, as ProMODs still left that one. I think it's the only place it is. It's a height restriction bar in London. It's so funny. My mate was first one to actually drive through it and crash his truck. So he warns me, you know, watch when you go through London with ProMODs. There's a part where there's a night restriction. Make sure you keep your eyes on the signs. Oh, sound kid, not a problem. What did I do? 60 mile an hour down London. Bang! I hit the same height restriction as Mark did. So funny. No one to mind if I hadn't have been told about it, but being told about it, again, in my defence, I don't know what part of London. I do now. I hope they've kept it in this version as it was
Please
in the last
drive
time I
straight
used
ahead.
ProMODs. It did add to the game. Just little subtle differences. Again, it does make you concentrate. I ain't got a clue where I'm going. It's that door. I'm gonna get over. No, it's even. I knew that was gonna do that. I was gonna move first. Thought that's a slip load. See, for me now, that wind is picking up way too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and go into the sound files because it's too annoying. So has it got to be trailer? See, the trailer noises were not in that sheet. Truck noise volume, or is it truck effects? So if I turn it off, and if that don't whine, as in the wind, but we know we've nailed it. Yep, that's the one. So what we'll do is we'll go back in. Just give that a little bit. So what's truck effects volume? See, I know these two. That's the engine. Them and the pipes. I don't remember what them are. So I'm gonna crank that up. Gonna have to go through them one by one again now until I've got it up here. That's what that one does, and that one, because at the moment I can't remember. There's only so much grey matter can take in, and my brain takes enough information into sink a battleship, I tell you. So I can just hear that wind. I like to hear it, but not to the point where it's overpowering everything else. I like to hear the cars, the ambient noise, the background. Again, we ain't seeing or hearing a lot. Ooh. Like I says, when it's dark in this game, especially with this brutal weather on. But again, you don't drive around in the daylight, in the daylight of a night time. And it is, if I got the brightness up in the game, because I've got it up quite high. If I'd got it set how I had it before, probably wouldn't see the signs. It would be that dark, unbearable to drive. Anyway.
Please turn left.
We're there, yeah. Sometimes gets to the stage though where you can't see where you're turning in because it's that dark. Again, no idea where I am in the world. Even though I've probably drove up these roads previously over the last year and a half. Probably nearly coming up to 2 years
Turn
now.
right soon.
It just ain't familiar, and again, but it's foreign, so that's my excuse.
Please turn right.
And them stupid traffic lights, as I call them. Oh, and neither a stop or go. I don't know what to do when I first come to a set of traffic lights like that. I'm like, have I got to go across, or it's basically just go across when you can. And then again, find out later that at a certain time in the day or early in the morning I go back to proper traffic lights. But through the night, them flashing like this. So there's
Please
nothing
drive
coming.
straight ahead.
Nothing coming, straight through them. They're breaking no rules. Just pleased that this A crashed, because the last time it crashed about 3 or 4 times since, or had it been by now. The previous 2 streams I've tried to stream earlier on. It's trying its best though. It wants to crash, I know it does, but the PC is going, nah, you ain't gonna do that. So we can get in there some way, preventing it from crashing. And I think there's still a little bit of room for improvement. So when I finish this one job, I'm gonna move
Please use the
stuff
left
around,
lane.
or I'm gonna do a
Then
little
turn
bit of
left.
research on the internet and see if there's anybody that's been
Please turn left.
kind enough to share their knowledge with how these get stacked, whether it's map first or vehicles. And I'm thinking it would be map. Yeah, the map's needs more priority than the vehicles, I don't know. Because the vehicles are spawning in, but your maps I'm trying to load up
Turn right
as
soon.
we go along, Gary. All I gotta do is try it. If it works, it's a bonus. If it
Please
don't,
turn right.
go back to what it was before. So it gets a little bit on now, so that light's just like in my face. It's actually shining onto my telly as well, and I've got them blind shut, and it still pumps out the light. It's one of the reasons why I want to move where I'm sitting now up to the top of the room. There's so much light that's going to leak in. And again, I am by another window, but it's in a different position. The light's blocked by a wall. And I was going to I'm still going to do it. Whether I buy VR headset or not, is I'm going to put black over the top of the telly and sort of like enclose it in. So basically, get it as dark as possible. I've got the LEDs from what's around the rim and around the keyboard and the button box. So there's enough light, and of course they're sound activated as well. Not as sensitive as the one that's round the rim of the base. Again, once everything goes back to sort of normal, so an order one off Amazon. I like a few flashing lights, especially it just adds to the thing, especially when you're racing. If I program them with a phone, as there's a little phone app, and allows me to put any colour
Turn left soon.
I like. So what I'm going to do is trying to go off the lights from on your LED, so red, blue and green.
Please turn left.
Again, they don't actually flash the same as like the wood on the speeds. Now the same company that make more cushion want a silly price for a bit of LED strip, but it would flash, I think, the same as the telemetry in the game. So if it was blue on my steering wheel, it would be blue on their software. That's the good thing. They also met the fans that blow cold air up. Again, boosted media. Will, he's made his own. Again, I'm so tempted to go. It's a good job that this coronavirus is on in a way, because I'd be either losing money, but I would try and make my own, yeah, if I can get the parts. It's a shame Will's on the other side of the world in Australia, but he's a good lad, and the way he's made his video,
Turn left
he's made it like that hard to do. Yeah, I'm halfway there. I've got one bit of software that he uses, if that's a bonus, but again,
please turn left.
For all the trouble, knowing me, I just go and buy from America. Again, it keeps the company in a business, and I've already got one of their products anyway, which works well, which is what I'm sitting on now. Anything that gets me is the shipping. You don't only just pay for the item, you've got to put at least £40–50 on top of that price for shipping, which they don't state on their site, and they still ain't put it on after mentioning it to me. I better indicate to you. Could have died when I had a letter come through 3 or 4 days later. Oh, you owe us another 40 quid. I'm like, no, if that had been a poor family with, you know, a couple of kids and they'd saved the money to buy it, and it to be stinged with a bill for 40 quid. It's bad, that. I mean, it takes 30 seconds to put on the website. Also more, you know, about shipping costs, yeah. This is the amount you'll pay just for the item. Shipping to be included as well. At least I'm aware of it, then it ain't so much of a surprise, or so much, in my case, a shock. Because at first I was going to refuse to pay it, but I thought if I've got to have anything else delivered by DHL, I ain't going to get it, am I? Or was it It was one of the two. I can't remember who delivered it now. I thought if I refuse to pay it, I ain't going to deliver anything else. And I think they delivered me Fanatec wheel. I can't remember now. Hey, it's in a mere Barry Sheen coming up me. Poor wait, I'm already doing 3 mile over the normal speed limit. He wants to do about 90 down the 43 road, although their speeds are different to ours, so he might be at 56. I can only do 43. Well, in theory. Good afternoon. Whoever just typed on my channel, learn how to speak English. Jim going to insult me. Do 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 do. Bit like a set of course competition, trying to hit their main patches then. Going round that corner. Again, better slow down. I've got that physics mod on, which will simply and easily tip this wagon over, and I don't want to do that now. Another boy racer. Just me to take the route where it's all twisty and bendy roads. And I could have gone
turn right soon
to a port and done this job a lot quicker. I thought, you know what, I need to test start.
please turn right.
I think so, it don't crash. Starting to go a bit foggy, 5:30 of the morning. Well, 26, hey, here comes a bit of rain. Could have a stream of mine without a drop of rain in it. Nah, as I said at the start,
please use the right lane.
This rain
then take the right exit.
is 1, better, 2, I can still see out my mirrors, which is a bonus.
Please take the right exit.
Some of these rain mods, it's virtually impossible to see out the mirrors. So with this I can. And if we do have the pleasure of getting any thunder and lightning, then the thunder is bright. Again, you ain't going to really appreciate it now because I'm in daylight. But the thunder sounds loud. Now because I've brought all the cabin sounds down and that wind sound down, I'm really going to hear this thunder, so I'm hoping that this will kick in and we will be having a drop of thunder. As if you follow the channel, you know I like to hear that thunder sounds. Now there was one mod, and I don't know if it's the same guy, Cass, I think this is who done this one. I think somebody called Dark something. It's Cass, spelt with a K-A-S-S, and I think this is the Cass one I've got in. But one of them I had to put an extra foil over the top to make the sound louder. Well, they've done away with that this time round. Oh, it's one of them doom ones, I hate these. Done well, I ain't the side just yet. That's it, just took my money. I can't get out of here without it in the sides, that'll be a bonus. As I normally clatter into the sides of them. But I was saying, I had to run an extra foil over the top of the weather mod to get really louder thunder and lightning. You wouldn't hear it in the cab without it, but now I know for a fact that if the thunder does start, I'm going to hear it really loud in the cab, and if I do the old stick my head out the window jobby and get my hair wet, I'm going to hear it even louder. So that's a big plus for me. The only thing, like I've said before, I ain't bothered about the moon being small, that makes no odds. It's just how dark it gets overnight here. It's great of a night time when I'm streaming 12, 1 o'clock in the morning as per usual. Again, most of the I up. So, you know, to me now, what is it? It's 10 to 3 of the afternoon, well, 10 to 3. Nobody's on now, so whether I stream in the mornings, afternoon, night, I'll let you watch them at your own time. So, like I said, I'll still put the videos out regardless. Now that's nice to see now, red cars. As I know, myself and a few other people who's having issues with red vehicles popping up again. I know that was something to do with the Jazzy Catback. Not taking away anything from Jazzy Catback. It's just like there was a car in one of his packs that was conflicting with the 137. And I mean, if I took the AI pack off, then everything would get to normal. But again, I know now it's been fixed. I have seen one red car in this stream. That's all since I've took a mod off that was preventing it. So that's a good sign again. 10-15 minutes little look around the internet this morning to get the, well, I went directly to Jazzy Cat's website again. You have to translate it in Google. I ain't sure on what nationality he is. I know he ain't English, but when it comes to these trucks and cars and whatever he does a really good job. To sit here and think, oh my god, that's a truck or a wagon that I'm familiar and seeing, you know, I wished that, and I probably ain't the only one that wishes this, that all the people that do the things for this game would all come together as one and make the ultimate Euro trucks. Could you just imagine that, like ProMODS working with SCS software and Jazzy Cat, you do all the vehicles, ProMODS make all the new maps in conjunction with us, you know, all the people that make the maps, you know. Rather than keep bringing out the odd DLC here and the odd DLC there. I mean, I know it's all money. I mean, I know it's a lot now, I mean, but it's alright if you've got a job. But I know there's still a lot of people out there that ain't got half the DLCs. And there ain't that many out there. But they ain't bought them. They can't afford them. Yeah. You know, just, you know, it'd be better just get one complete package and say, right, that's the price. Oh, this car, I'm trying to get avoid it, it puts me away. 2. Have my own. And it's supposed to be a 50-mile road. And these pain in the arse won't even let me get to the bloody 50 mile an hour. Away from me now. That road's going to go into Tin Road, so I'll get back in my appropriate lane. And I gotta stop again now because I'm going through. It's a checkpoint or border control. I ain't too sure which one it is. And I go through the end one. Now I've got to pay like everybody else. Yeah. Sometimes you can get through them. I'm glad I hit the sides, I be bothered. See, I have took my money. Lift up, that's it. Green lights, go. Just gotta watch nobody comes tear arse in at the side of me now. Takes me out. Because I don't think they know what indicators I'm in this game. Saying that, I don't think they know that in bloody racing games either, there'll be bright lights. Are we going to stop for anything else? I don't know why I've got my window wipers on because it's not even raining now. Or even an April shower. It was only spitting. Or even raining. Right. Bouncing up and down like a good one. The suspension. Right, how we doing? Still no drop frames. That's a good sign. I do believe we could be coming into Germany now. Yep, Berlin. I know that bit. So it's Germany, then into France, and then across the water. I think we'll be via Dover, and then Dover into London. And then I can have me some dinner. Hey, hungry wait mate, this streaming lock, I tell you. Now I did have a sound packing, yeah. Again, I don't know if that was conflicting with anything. Since I've took it out, I've had no issues. But it was one that was to wear with Jazzy Cap pack, yeah. But it was an older Jazzy Cap pack AI, which I don't use now. I've updated it, but there's no sound file pack, so that brick sounded good then. Where that, well, definitely might have to look into the spawning of these vehicles, because these motorways are very quiet for my liking. They think he was going to let me over across them. Nearly missed the turning. I don't think. Oh, that's my zoom. No, I ain't got it on this. Oh, I have. These are my, what do you call it? Cruise control speed. That should stay at 50. Between 51 and 52 now. Definitely trying his hardest to crash.
Please use the left lane.
Oh dear. Squallering screens again. That's what you get for streaming 3/4 of the night and 3/4 of the day. But again, it's all good. I'll have enough time to sleep when I'm dead.
Please use the right lane, then take the right exit.
Managed to go over quick enough this time.
Please take the right exit.
Really liking this Saturn woman. It's nice and clear. Gives you the commands, or you know, the instructions. Seems to be a little bit quicker than the others. Again, most of the time, if I can see that I gotta get over,
the left lane.
I'll get over way before it even tells me. Right now, just wait. I'm going to put back over in this one. Although, still prone sometimes to go off on a wonder. Lorries coming from all directions, bikes, cars. Gotta love this game. But I've got to break my speed now because I've got to go and fill up here. I ain't going to risk another petrol station because that's not good in this game. Because if I lose...
Recalculate route. Please drive straight ahead.
If I run out of diesel, then I'm going to have to lose days, and I need all the money I can get. whilst playing. Let me ring like welcome on Matt Quick on the PC. No, there it has now. I don't think you'll see it in the daytime. It's too bright in the room. See, it's a good job I've stuck my head out that window. Because Mr. Bus Driver was just about to take me out.
Recalculate route.
Now I'm going to go.
Please drive straight ahead. Recalculate route.
I hope it's nothing coming down there. It's the right. It's hard to turn out that. 9 times out of 10 there ain't nothing there, but you never know. Is he going to just pull out? Yep, I thought you was. Bit of road rage, got to have it in the afternoon. Oh, getting that 7th there, thought it was. See, not as good as you thought he was. Now he's going to pull out and don't care about me coming in a big wagon, am ya? Yeah. That's when you know you've been playing Euro too long, when you start talking to computer generated cars. Sign a cracking up. But that's how much this game gets you. Hey, God help anybody when I've got this VR headset, I swear. I will probably. It'd be nice if these trucks interacted with you as well, like, you know, like bikers will flash lights at each other. It's not as truckers are do. Like we do when we're on Truckers MP. You know, you might drive in 3 hours and then see another truck and this. The only time these all interact with you is when you've blocked the road. Again, I don't think they could hold that in for it to work, but it would be nice if they could. Just have little things here. Again, advertisements in foreign, I have no idea what I'm saying. Am I even going to try and attempt to pronounce what I'm saying neither? Well, not on camera anyway. So that says neighbouring, I think it did. I know I'm still in Germany, because this is Asafata, whatever that means. It must mean exit in German. I might copy it one of the days and slap it into Google and find out what it means. So I would set this wagon if I can. So I'll try and overtake him in his speeds up. Well, guess what? I'll under that as well. He's actually pulled off, that's even better. But this ain't realistic enough. Look at that for a motorway. Complete. Tallest motorway. That happened. And it's, well, I don't know, it's still only 11 o'clock coming up for in the game, but it's still, to say I've put about 800 trucks, 400 cars, and I want them to spawn a little bit more, and buses are through it and all. So I think it's another traffic mod. Got to happen. There's me driving in now gear, then I'm still going. Wonder what was happening then. I look at the dash from now gear. I'm pretty, you know. Well, let's make up a bit of time. Seeing as the road's clear. Oh dear. I can't honestly remember. I've still got 12 hours to go. Oh, we'll keep that up for a bit. $576 miles left to travel. No idea what that means. And if this motorway was a little bit more cars, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now and drive a little bit faster than I'm supposed to. This is why I like to have more vehicles on the road, prevent you from doing this. But I also want to get this stream done and dusted. I'm going to have something to eat and a few hours rest. You'll be crashing into me, car. You don't want to do that. Come on then. Lost my speed now with that car. Yeah, it's always the same when I start yawning. $500 miles. Still a good 45 minutes, half hour. Streaming and real, I think. Could be less, I ain't sure. So one of these don't actually pull out on me, because that would be I'll say funny, but it'd be like, oh dear, break time. We'll get the gears in, it is. Must be telling me where I am in the world, ain't it? But again, not having the full notifications on, I'm only getting half a message. Probably what it is. Have to turn them on just for that. But it might only show where I am now, not all the while, so we'll see.
Please use the left lane.
Stop where I am, love. Don't worry about that. Woo, as he bounces up and down like there's nobody. Oh dear. Right, what I'm going to do, because I am feeling heavy, I've still got 10 hours to do, I'm going to pull into this race room and we'll pick up this stream later on tonight when I come back here. So, I'm going to park him up, because that's what you do in the real world. You go and park your truck up, have a bit of sleep, and like I say, I'll come back and finish this up and help continue with the stream if I can find a parking space, and that one will do me just fine. So like I said, continue this later. Whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, keep safe, stop in, do as you're told. Save your life, trust me on that. Anyway, see you later folks, see you later bits.